Alright, we're back at it. Part 2 of the playthrough of Alan Wake Remastered. I checked the video, all looked good, so we can keep going. What a relatable game Alan Wake is. Who among us has not found ourselves trapped in the events of a book we wrote, in which our car just goes tumbling off a cliff? That's just part of life, you know? It's just how things are. How things are and how things have always been. Am I right, folks? Am I right, writers out there?
Hello? Is someone there? The loose sheets of paper were pages from a manuscript entitled Departure. That was the name I planned to use for the next novel I had never gotten started. I was named the author. I hadn't written it. I couldn't remember writing it. In the scene on the page, the hero was attacked by an axe murderer in the woods at night.
I don't know if this is true, but I was always told that the correct term for the verb form of titling a book is just titled, not entitled. Entitled means something different than titled. But that's pedantry. That's the editor, not the author in me.
Please, I've been in an accident.
Hello, mysterious shadow in the woods. I've been in an accident. I hope you're CPR trained.
Sign. Maybe I wouldn't have to hike all the way down to the gas station to find a phone.
I already looked back here. There's no items to collect. I guess I'm doing it again just to prove it. I don't know. I don't know why I'm doing this. There's nothing back here though. It's empty. No manuscript pages. No thermoses. Thermos is a brand name. I want to say Thermos is a brand name, which makes it surprising that they actually use
I've been in an accident.
Use the term Thermos.
Hey, you! Phil! There's been an accident. I need help. Listen, I need to.
Premium cabins for rent in.
Oh hell!
Carl Stucky.
Pleased
to meet you. Non-refundable reservation deposit required. Fair and square.
Carl, because you had to take a dump is the reason all of this happened. Hey! There's a thermos I didn't find the first time through. So that's definitely part of the 100% full walkthrough guide. Carl's got some moves.
It's the latest thing! Kill 2 birds?
I had to figure a way out of this. Any second now, and Stucky would be knocking on the door with his axe like Nicholson in The Shining.
He already did. What would be the modern equivalent to Here's Johnny? Stephen Colbert.
It's the latest thing. Incontestably proven health benefits let you kill one stone. You can see the sights and keep those cholesterol levels down. Same time.
Good advice from Carl. I think it's Jimmy Fallon NFT. That's the modern Here's Johnny.
Yes.
Bright Falls Sheriff Station. How may I...
Hello? Hello? This is bad.
Nothing over here. No manuscript pages. Goodbye, shed. Stay away from downed power lines. Learned about that from many PSAs in my childhood.
More of them. With a concussion. I'd never fired a gun outside a shooting range, and now I just killed someone. Or something. There were no bodies. They just disappeared. If I was dreaming, it felt real enough to make me sick.
Alan would like you to know that he's been to a shooting range, though.
Eerie hand-painted graffiti was revealed by my flashlight. Someone had hidden a chest of supplies near it.
Sure, I've never shot a person, but obviously I've shot many guns at a shooting range. I'm an American. I'm an American in a game.
Was the last place I wanted to go, but I had no choice. I had to get to the gas station.
Created by Europeans. So I shoot guns all the time, every day. If I was a ghoul, I would definitely come out saying it's rabbit season. I just love Daffy Duck that much. Hey, here's a manuscript page I didn't find before.
Rose knew she had been gushing, but right now she didn't care.
What?
As far as she was concerned, her brief meeting with Alan Wake was literally the high point of her life. She watched as he got in the car with his wife. She was pretty, confident, at ease with Wake. Not like Rose. They were perfect for each other. She'd have given anything to be called their friend.
Alright. Well, this is good. This is good for my 100% guide. That I'm finding things I didn't find when I played yesterday. There's definitely going to be stuff I miss. Me talking about a 100% guide is a funny goof. That would have freaked a lot of people out, I think.
What the hell was that?
If anybody but me who has never been scared, that would have been very freaky for them.
When I saw the river below, something uncoiled itself inside my head. I realized that I'd have to find a way across. I didn't even want to look at the water.
Alan Wake, water hater. I'd rather eat my own foot than go in this water. Alan Wake. Oh, another manuscript page. Oh, it's the same one. Okay.
Stucky was still out there, in the dark, stalking me.
Is there anything over here? No. Not a thing. I mean, I definitely know for sure that there were some manuscript pages I missed before. Okay. Yeah, sorry everybody. I'm just gonna look in every corner, every nook. I must find pages and thermoses. These are the things that nourish me. Alright, I don't guess there's anything here. It's not on the beaten path. There is a little secret stash of goodies over here, though. As you can see from the graffiti. So that was that. That was the stash. Don't think there's anything else to find over here. No. Now I can go the way I'm meant to go, which is over here through the lumberyard.
The staircase was broken. I had to make my way up some other way.
What you're always inclined to find in emergency.
There was no power. There was bound to be a generator somewhere at the logging site.
Emergency equipment is batteries and flare guns. That's what we all need more of at all times. Batteries and flare guns. Alright, there's a power switch somewhere over here. I think in this building.
With all this forestry equipment around, there had to be something I could use to reach the top.
Yeah, maybe I got turned around here. Yeah, here we go. There's another manuscript page. I think it's the one I already had. Shotgun. Useful. And this thing. Let's get this thing going. I always appreciate it when a switch that I need to hit is dramatically lit. This has got a nice beat. It's like surf rock. Bow, bow, da, bow, bow, bow. Okay. Go up the ladder, walk across the bridge, and onward we go. Okay. I think there's like ammo in here. Oh, and another radio. Let's hear more of
Well, I
the
was
radio
just
show.
outside for a breath of fresh air, and what a night. I know most of you are probably in your beds by now, but if you're still up and around, take a moment. Step outside for a spell and breathe in deep. The weather is absolutely still. The sky is crystal clear. It's like the forest is quietly breathing along with you. As you listeners know, I'm a night owl, and it's on nights like this I wish I wasn't cooped up in the studio. Makes an old man like me wish I could just roam wild. But here I am, and it would keep you company all night long if I weren't. It looks like I'm not the only one staying up late. Caller, you're on the air.
Hey, Pat, it's more important.
What I love to hear on the radio is an old man rambling.
Well, I was just taking Toby on his walkie.
Oh, isn't it beautiful out there?
Sure, but Pat, the reason I called is that Toby heard something ruffling in the undergrowth and took off after it, and I couldn't find it.
Probably a rabbit.
Sure. Toby loves rabbits.
Well, sure.
Anyway, I figured that, if anyone runs into Toby, they could grab him. My number's on his collar.
And Toby's a friendly dog?
Toby loves people. Usually he comes back, but we were pretty far from home, and it sounds like he went pretty wild there. Great dog, but just too tough for his own good.
Well, Maurice, it's out there now. Hope Toby comes home soon.
Yeah, thanks, Pat.
You have a good night now.
Love to hear an old man say, "Hey, I wish I didn't have to be on the radio, entertaining you rubes. I'd rather be anywhere but here, on the radio, talking to you." Oh, there's a manuscript page.
At first, I kept finding the pages as if by accident. The book I couldn't remember was either a terrible and true prophecy or an act of creation that had rewritten the world. I began to hunt the pages feverishly, for they held the answer to the mystery. With it, I could save myself. With it, I could save Alice.
Okay, I think in the last playthrough I went like over this way more and didn't find the page or something. I don't remember.
The gas station was closer now, its light welcoming in the darkness.
Paul makes the best dogs in the state. Belly Burster.
Oh, no. I guess I just didn't pick it up.
Is second best. The famous dog is.
Alright. I kind of got lost around here last playthrough. Like, I went off this way and got attacked by a bunch of dudes and sort of lost track of where I was going. I'm gonna get out the flare gun, because there are a lot of dudes out here. Like, I kind of really don't remember or know where to go. This way? Yeah, here we go. Alright. Nothing in there. Alright, here we go. Here's a safe haven. Here's one of these. Okay. We're alright. Alright, getting my bearings here. Don't want to go that way. Here we go. Here's some graffiti. Alright, flare gun. All the competitive Alan Wake players, all the they're watching and they're going, oh, look at all the mistakes he's making, you know? Look at all the amateur moves. Not finding every thermos, not picking up every manuscript page, you know? It's just the reality of it, you know? The pros make the rest of us feel bad, you know? Ugh. Alright. The real top gamers who play Alan Wake could go to the big e-gaming competitions and play.
The cabin on Cauldron Lake? She asked. The sheriff looked at me suspiciously. The early morning light flooded through the office.
Or the esports.
I would probably never have gotten out of the woods alive without her help. But I couldn't tell her the truth of what I'd faced the previous night. She'd think I was lying or crazy. She'd lock me up, and she wouldn't help me find Alice.
Yeah, sounds like a cop. Nothing here. Folks, I will check every nook and cranny. I want to be very clear about this. it has been 12 years since I played this game. And so, that's another shotgun. Oh, is this an episode of Night Falls?
Science. It bestows immortality on those who advance it to elevate all of mankind.
Night Springs.
Einstein, Sagan, princes among men. But the price for such a legacy is steep indeed. In Night Springs. Tonight's episode, a quantum suicide. If our lives are already written, it would take a courageous man to change the script. Having called a press conference, Dr. Barclay Colvin is about to demonstrate that very courage.
These shows are some of my favorite parts of this game.
Gentlemen of the press, I am Dr. Barclay Colvin, and I'm glad so many of you could join me here at the Moorcock Institute. Tonight, I'm going to give a practical demonstration of the many worlds interpretation. As you can see, this is a loaded 9mm pistol. It shall be part of a thought experiment. And now, a real experiment, known as a quantum suicide.
Did he say suicide? Is that a real gun? He's kidding, right?
Please, stay calm. There is no risk. Observe what occurs when I place the weapon against my own forehead. Now, you might think this round is merely a dud. Not so. Observe the flower pot. And yet, I myself cannot be harmed with this gun. With each pull of the trigger, two new realities branch off. One in which the weapon didn't fire, and one where it did. With my machine here, I have ensured that this reality is always the former. I have bestowed upon myself quantum immortality. Under no circumstances can this gun kill me.
So wait. What you're saying is that every time you pull the trigger, in another reality, you die?
Yes, of course, but that's completely trivial. There's an infinite number of things that could happen at any moment, and they always do happen somewhere. The point is, this one thing did not happen here.
You're insane, Colvin.
Insane? Insane?
Hey, was this thing supposed to be plugged in? I stumbled on it.
You fools! Gaze upon quantum immortality.
Poor Dr. Colvin, felled by his own hubris or the ignorance of the masses. Perhaps he should have left the crate unopened, the decaying atom unobserved. Curiosity often kills the cat. Night Springs.
It's fun. What irony. I am certain that the folks at Remedy had a fun time writing all those Night Springs episodes. I think there are a good many in the game. I also love that a Remedy trademark is live action footage in every game. Max Payne had Captain Baseball Bat Boy. Well, this would be pretty creepy if I had ever been scared. Oh, I think this is like a boss fight, kinda.
Stucky's body vanished, leaving behind only a lifetime of nightmares to come. Assuming I'd reach the lights at the gas station alive.
Thermos. We got a thermos. Write that down in your 100% guide. Oh. I jumped instead of... I don't guess there are any manuscript pages in here. Just that one thermos. Let's make sure. I will be checking every corner, every nook and cranny. I will be watching every episode of Night Springs. These are things to expect in my playthrough. Enjoy it with me. Don't complain about how I take too long wandering around aimlessly.
I recognized the parade float I had seen in Bright Falls when I first arrived with Alice.
Or watching stuff that's not directly related to the narrative of the game.
After the insanity I had just experienced in the darkness, the lights of the gas station
It's all part of the fun.
comforting. At least for a moment, the sane world reasserted itself.
Alright, this is just like a beaten up car. Alright, there's nothing here. Fine. Don't give me collectibles. Oh, there's a manuscript page.
Stucky spat on the garage floor and tried to shake the cobwebs from his head. Ever since the couple never showed to pick up the keys, things had been fuzzy. Something, a feeling caught his attention. Stucky looked up and stared as his brain tried in vain to process the horror before him. He stumbled back, knocking over a can of oil. A black pool spread across the floor while he struggled for a brief moment, then let go as the unrelenting darkness engulfed him.
It's a weird brand of oil. It's black when you buy it. Alright, I think...
I stepped into the gas station's garage. It was dark and quiet. The place was a mess. It looked like someone trashed the place, or that there'd been some kind of fight. Light spilled into the room through an open door at the back, and I made my way toward it. Without any warning, I was blinded by a bright light. An old portable TV on the shelf had come alive by itself. Impossibly, I could see myself on the screen, talking like a madman. The Deer Fest had been 2 weeks away when we arrived. If the day count on the banner was right, I was missing a whole week between the night we got here and now.
Alright, do I have all of the manuscript pages I can get? I do. These ones are only in nightmare difficulty. So good, I got all the manuscript pages. 100%.
The garage was a mess.
Walk through.
It looked like someone had trashed the place, or that there'd been some kind of fight.
All right. I'll keep writing. Outside, there's only darkness. Outside the cabin, outside the story, there's only darkness. I can feel her presence in the dark. Just now, I could smell her perfume in the room. I'll reach her. I'll fix it up. I'll bring her back. The story will come true. If I stop, she's lost.
I don't believe this. It'd been me on the TV, talking crazy. Was I losing my mind?
Oh yeah, definitely way more of a jerk than what you're really like, Alan. Wait, what was I reading? Oh. Ooh, I'd love a pie contest. Listen, that sounds pretty good. Deerfest? Sounds pretty good. Alright, let's try to use the phone.
Bright Falls Sheriff Station.
Well, that was fast.
Oh, thank God, Sheriff.
Sheriff Sarah Breaker. You are...
I'm Alan Wake, but listen. I was in a car crash. My wife, Alice, she's missing.
Calm down, Mr. Wake.
We were staying in a cabin on the island, on Cauldron Lake.
There's no island on Cauldron Lake. Not since the big eruption in the 70s.
Please, I can take you there, okay?
You look like you've taken a pretty bad knock to the head.
That explains the calendar. Got it.
Listen.
We'll figure this out. Please get in the car. We'll swing by the lake and then we'll go to the station, okay? Mr. Wake, have you seen Stucky, the guy who owns this place?
I realized I couldn't tell her what had happened in the forest. She wouldn't have believed me. And then she wouldn't have helped me with Alice.
Oh no, copyrighted music. Blah, 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 blah. Talking over copyrighted music. Alright, end of episode 1. I think that seems like a good place to end it in this episode of the playthrough. Maybe I'll try to do parts that are just like full episodes. I am gonna hit skip because it's gonna just play this whole song.
Previously on Alan Wake.
It does previously ons before the next episodes. I guess we'll let the previously ons play at the end of this one.
Now, she's missing.
Then I'll start episode 2 next time.
I woke up behind the wheel of a crashed car. I'm missing a week. I was attacked by shadowy men straight from a nightmare.
This was like
took me to the lake Alice and I had stayed at. But the cabin had disappeared.
Episodic video games. Like Taken. Oh, I guess we'll watch the cutscene because it's gonna play no matter what.
Honey, I'm home.
All right, we'll do this like story stuff in their
I've ever seen.
New York apartment. New York City.
Coffee's on.
Great, thanks. I'll need it if I'm gonna finish this by tomorrow.
Hey, there's a coffee
hey,
thermos.
I just finished those cover mock-ups. They're on your desk. Tell me what you think.
No kidding. I didn't think you'd get them done this quickly.
On occasion, I can perform all sorts of miracles, my dear.
I forgot that she was like his cover designer.
Last night.
Wait, was that a joke about how he doesn't last very long in bed?
These look really good.
Oh, sure, until Barry gets his hands on them. Which, by the way, will happen over my dead body.
It's true what they say about the fall and the sudden stop at the end. I'd lain here in the snow while the lurid chain of scenes that had led me here kept playing in my head. A rerun of my own private snuff movie. A memory of my corpse. Alone at my own wake. Thinking in
That's his name.
Again. The femme fatale was gone. Only a sour taste remained of the kiss that killed me.
Yeah, love that Max Payne
This was
voice
a
acting.
late goodbye. 13 years after I'd gotten my revenge, it had finally caught up with me. It had been a long time to bear the pain. My blood painted the snow red. A gruesome slushy dissolved all the scattered painkillers and leisurely dripped down to the sewer, mingling with the bile of the city, becoming one with it. I can see them now. My wife and my baby. Honey, I'm home.
I had forgotten that his
The last time was the last time. Oh, and
book was
speaking of Barry, he called.
his book was basically
Alan, please check the fuse box.
I'm right here. I'm on it, honey.
Please hurry.
his book was basically Max Payne. Wait, the fuse box is not in the bathroom. Where is the fuse box?
I really don't like
I'm
this,
right
Alan.
here, baby.
Please hurry. I'm fine.
Oh,
I'm fine.
it's like right by
Put
the
the
door.
lights back on now, please.
Honey, it's a power outage. I've got the flashlight.
Okay. Hi.
You okay?
I'm sorry. It just really spooked me.
Don't worry. We'll just break out the candles.
I know it's stupid, but it's just... Especially when I'm not prepared for it, you know? It gets to me.
I love you.
Tell me a story, writer.
Okay. I used to have these nightmares when I was a kid. The dark really spooked me, too. When it got really bad, my mom gave me this old light switch. She called it the clicker.
The clicker, huh?
Yeah. If I ever got scared of the dark, I could just flip the switch and a magic light would scare the monsters away.
Oh, sure.
Here it is.
Alan.
Maybe it'll help you, too.
Yeah, nice story, writer boy. You made that up right now, didn't you?
No. Seriously.
I love you, even if you are a liar. Thanks for this.
How do you feel, Mr. Wake? Any nausea, disorientation, anything like that? Mr. Wake, how are you feeling?
Oof,
I'm okay.
that would be
My
really
head's
something if
fine.
I'd ever been
I
scared.
had to lie about my headache and memory loss. He'd send me to a hospital for tests. I couldn't leave without Alice.
Very well. I don't think you have a concussion, but you've obviously been through quite a shock. You should take it easy for a couple of days.
Thanks.
Well then, Mr. Wake, we're done here. If the pain gets any worse or you experience any other symptoms, you should come see me. I'll let you get on with it then. Sarah, Sheriff Breaker, is waiting for you. She's very good at her job. I'm sure she can locate your wife in no time.
Doc Nelson was the image of a small-town doctor. Sheriff Breaker had called him to the station to take a look at the cut in my head.
Wow, this is 100% the
I'm
conference
sorry
room.
you had to cut your morning fishing short for this, Doc.
Oh, she's a beauty, ain't she? Not the biggest I ever caught, if you can believe that coming from an old fisherman like me, but she's right up there. Now, she's a largemouth bass, which is what you're after if you prefer a lure. Now, if you want either trout or salmon, on the other hand, then it's fly fishing for you. You a fishing man, Mr. Wake? Oh, doesn't really matter, I suppose. But it can be very relaxing out there. You can't get me off the water this time of year. Closest thing to heaven.
I'll take your word for it, Doc.
Just old men talking about boring things. That's what this town's all about. This conference room is like 100% Twin Peaks. Like so much. The sheriff's station is like completely Twin Peaks too. All right, we'll do more touring of the sheriff's station and chapter 2.
I believe you'll find the sheriff in her office. Just go down the corridor.
Thanks, pal. Yeah, we'll do more of this next time. I think this is a good place to stop this second part of Alan Wake. We got through episode 1. Hopefully we can get through all, if most, if not all, of episode 2 next time. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you didn't get scared. I've never been scared. I won't get scared playing this. And it's just not going to happen. So you don't have to worry about me. I'll see you next time. Hope you enjoy the playthrough as we do it. And remember, I've never been scared.